Alrighty guys, good morning. Back with another TV review. This is the last of my well until season 8 of Walking Dead comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, but majority of my TV stuff that I personally own, this is the last one. Also, I'm just gonna stop with the gibber. But this is Afro Samurai. Another good decent series that I like. The funny thing, I don't know how to start this. Let me think. Tick 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 tick. Okay, for starters, this is really a mini series. It's like 5 episodes. I remember when it came out, it kind of fooled me. But real quickly, on the story of it, there's like these headbands that give great status in the world or something like that, and it's pretty much like a Tarantino revenge plot, uh, mixed in a little bit of the flair and action of Ninja Scroll, which it kind of mostly reminded me of, except he has a goal and objective, and whatnot. But the series features Samuel Jackson, Ron Perlman, Kelly Yu. The guy that does a voice of Sasuke and Naruto, I can't remember his name. I think it's like Yuri something. I immediately noticed his voice, because it has a distinctive sound, and Phil LaMarr from Pulp Fiction, and he's also a known uh black voiceover actor. I think he does a voice of Samurai Jack and somebody from the Justice League, the animated universe Justice League. But uh the series is really good. It's stylized in a certain way, just by looking at the images, and of course RZA from Wu-Tang Clan does the music, and he does a very good job. He knows how to hit these key beats and moments. And ironically, and the funny thing, some of the tracks that are featured in the episodes are not on the soundtrack, and I think Afro Samurai Resurrection had more of the soundtrack out. I couldn't find like a whole cut of the intro. I don't think he did one, yeah, or was one, because the beat does sound very cool. But you know how they, with most of these shows, the track only runs for like a minute or something. Like the Walking Dead one, the track they use on the show that's in the edit is only like a minute, but I actually have the whole three minute track, and it sounds a little bit of remix, and it's very good. Bear McCreary does the music on there. He's known for Battlestar Galactica, and even if you listen to it, you can kind of feel and hear the vibe from it, except it's a lot more eerier. Um, Other than that, RZA, he does lend his voice on the next one, but I'll talk about that when I get to the next one. There's a The cool thing how artsy it is they use a lot of grays and dark, colors on here most of the time, especially at the night scenes. And again, when they do the second one, it changes, a complete flipping 180 a little bit, and hopefully they make a third one, they'll do something different. But there's a lot of dark gray colors as well as red. I had that Sin City kind of vibe, um, a little bit visually, and again, just how everything came together. I will say the story. Only thing that was lacking was the story. Story got a little bit better in the second one, but in the first one, it was pretty much what Samuel Jackson had said. It was sex, blood, and rock and roll. And you know, me watching it over and over again, it was giving me some ideas, you know, distinctively. And I really wanted to read the manga overall. I think because they always say the first incarnation is always the best. And uh, the creator, he first started drawing Afro on like uh, what was it, on like tissue boxes or something. Then they made a toy line, and then the toys look a little bit different from what you seeing on screen. And even how Afro Samurai was even created, it was a lot of people really thought it was like a black person that did it, but it was really a Japanese guy. I can't remember his name. It was Takashi something, and he was just a big fan of hip hop and rock music. He even said that some of the design from Justice came from this concert he went to in Japan, and the guy threw out the hat and it had the headband on it, and that's how he got the idea. In addition to what some of the hip hop artists in the '90s were doing, he quoted Tupac the most because he always wore bandanas. He was in the limelight. He wore it with the tie in the front and the back. And even I said the same thing. I was like, he looked like a Street Fighter character, like Ryu or Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Like if you see above the rim, he had the tie back. But it was just kind of cool how he was influenced by, all that. And then RZA had took it a step further. He said in most of the some of the scenes where characters appeared, mainly Afro, his father, and Justice, they all had different music vibe from, that heavy metal instrumental a little bit from for Justice, of course hip hop for Afro, and a little bit of the soul music with his dad. And even now thinking about the Boondocks, they said the same thing with doing, some of the characters. They gave them their own music track, and everybody was a little bit different. So I ain't gonna go into details because that is talking about a different show. But for the anime fans, it's really good. It really didn't hit much popularity until the second one came out, and they had rumors that a third one was, but I haven't heard much of it. I think it was called AFRO SAMURAI Redemption, and I guess the games kind of made up for that. They had two versions of the games. I think only one of them did well. I think it was the second one they did. The first one visually didn't look that bad. It kind of reminded me of Street Fighter, what they did, the color swap of the pencil, sketch stroke of the characters. But hopefully they make another one. It'll on PS4. It'll look very very crisp. But personally, I haven't played it, so I'm not gonna say if it's good or bad. But like I said, the only bad part about Afro Samurai, the first incarnation, was the story, and I think they knew that. That's why they only did it to 5 episodes. But other than that, from like a scale to 1 to 5, I give it like a 3.5. So yeah, check it out if you have a chance. Hopefully they will release some more or another version of it with its own special features, because this one didn't have many features. It just had the episodes and trailers and whatnot. But talk to you guys next time. Getting into the movies, starting with animated movies, Resident Evil, The Generation. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.